Why it's so important to have a positive self-image. Understanding where your ideas about yourself came from. How you see yourself matters to all of us. I want to help you live your vision sooner than later. And I know a major part of that is your self-image. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl BC Starks, aka your manifesting mentor, and I'm here with another topic to discuss today because I feel like it's something that people need to really take the time to be aware of how they see themselves and be real with themselves about how they see themselves. And that means assessing your internal dialogue, understanding where your ideas about yourself came from. You'd be surprised to learn that what you think about you aren't even really your own ideas. They may be the ideas of your loved ones, your parents, people who you've grown up with, and that you've taken on these ideas as part of your identity. And that doesn't always have to be the case. So I wanted to bring up this topic because I feel like it's really important to understand how we show up in life, because the way you see yourself is how you're going to show up. And that plays a great role in how you carry yourself, the standards and boundaries that you set for yourself, the goals and dreams that you allow yourself to have, and the ambition that you have as you work towards those things. It also matters to the things that you want to attract. I call myself a manifesting mentor, but one of the reasons that I do that is because I've learned some things along my journey that I wish someone would have told me, or I wish someone would have been able to make a video about it and I watched it back in the day. But my journey is my journey, right? I've read several books, I've had several mentors, and I've learned along the way just like everybody else in life. If I can help you condense the amount of time that it takes for you to learn these things, then I want to do that because I want to help you live your vision sooner than later. And I know a major part of that is your self-image. Let's get into it, shall we? One of the things that I've learned in life is that how you view yourself, how you think, how you process information, that is what's going to basically govern your life. We all have something called our subconscious mind. For those of you that do a lot of reading of self-help, subconscious mind is basically our computer program that's running our lives. It's not your intellectual thought, but instead it's a collection of thoughts that are beneath the surface that basically create our personalities. Because when we were babies, we were born. When we were babies, we were born. When we were born, we were basically like a blank canvas. We came here with not intellectual knowledge, but we came here with the spiritual knowledge. But as we grew through life, based on our environment, based on the people who raised us and the things that they taught us, not just with their words, but also with their actions, we learn things by osmosis. And we internalize these things, and we internalize these ideas about what's right and wrong, and how we should govern ourselves or live our lives. And we grew to call those things our personalities. One of the things that I've learned is that just because you've experienced all of these things doesn't necessarily mean you have to accept that as your personality, because you came here as a spiritual being with great wisdom from past lives. And when you came into this world, you already had an inner knowing. But experiences, things that you've been told, people that you've been exposed to have also helped to shape your personality into what it is today. And I just want you to know that if what you see for yourself right now in this moment is not the true you, it's okay. And you can create what it is that you truly wish to create and be who you truly are. There's room for you to be who you are. You have to become more aware of your ideas and thinking from those past experiences and how they've shaped you and how they've impacted and left a mark on who you now call yourself and who you identify yourself to be, your personality. And I say positive because if you want to have a good life, If you want to live a life that you see as peaceful, happy, whatever it is you see for yourself as a good life, you have to have views of yourself that are going to be beneficial as you work towards that, right? Or as you uncover the truth of that, if that is your nature. If you are someone who's super doubtful or always negative, or you don't have really good self-esteem, you aren't very confident in yourself and your abilities, then you will tend to hinder yourself. You'll tend to get in your own way and block yourself from experiencing the best that life has to offer. Not because someone else is doing it, but because you don't see yourself in a high enough light. For example, when you are wanting to be in a relationship with someone, but you have ideas about yourself that aren't quite beneficial. For example, you want to be in a relationship that's very loving and supportive, something that makes you happy, but you find yourself thinking very negatively of yourself. You find yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, or no one ever shows up for me, I can't really depend on anybody, or no one cares about me like I care for them. Well, those kind of ideas are already going to set you back in your relationship, because if you don't have the confidence in yourself, you can't find that outside of you. No matter what your partner does, your beliefs are going to always lead you to find evidence of whatever will validate that belief. For example, if you feel like you're not good enough, just because you have a deeply embedded belief of that in your subconscious mind, that program is going to be running, right? So then your partner can do little things and you will automatically see it as validation that you're not good enough. My partner says that, he likes my hair, but, he also likes long hair. So that means that my hair is not good enough. Actually, your partner didn't say that. He said he liked your hair. But he also likes long hair. Doesn't mean he doesn't like your hair not long. You get what I'm saying? So you are somebody who's super insecure and you think that all men cheat and all men are unfaithful. Even if you get with somebody who is super duper faithful, you will find evidence to validate your thought that all men cheat. He can have somebody text him or her and you will automatically be like, see, I knew you were cheating. It could be an innocent platonic thing, and just because you want to be right, your subconscious fights to be right, you're going to find something that will validate whatever your belief is. So it really does pay to have a positive self-image, because if you are more positive about yourself and the way you view yourself, then you will look for more evidence of that. So for example, if you feel like, everybody in my life always shows up for me, then you date a person who does little things, and instead of finding fault in what they do, whenever they do little things that are helpful to you, you'll find ways to praise it. You'll say, wow, everybody in my life always shows up for me. Thank you. You're one of those people that always shows up for me, right? And you don't realize it, but even in validating your partner in that way, that makes him or her want to do more of what makes you happy. Not because you're complaining, but because you're looking at it from a positive standpoint. And the only way you can give up positivity is if you have it within. Once again, my favorite mantra, I've learned to go within so I will never be without. The reason that I call myself your manifesting mentor is because my journey has taught me that anything you want to have, do, and be first starts within. You have to get yourself in order. You have to become more conscious and more aware of what is really running your life, what is getting in the way. And if it's your thoughts and ideas about life and yourself, then you have to clean it up, because that's the only way you're going to be able to live life on your terms. Live life from the truth of who you are, the truth of who you are. Not the ideas that you've adopted from your childhood, not the ideas that you've adopted from the people around you who had low self-esteem themselves and then they labeled you and now you think that that's what you are. No, it doesn't have to be that way. One of my favorite authors, and I don't even know if she's an author, but I see a lot of her videos here on YouTube, but she is a therapist, a hypnotherapist. Her name is Marissa Peer, and I love that she has this series, this You Are Enough. That series is so important because it goes right back to the topic of this video, which is self-image and positive self-image. When you feel that you are enough, when someone says something about you that doesn't align with who you think you are, you won't even have the room to take offense to it because you know that it's not personal. You know that that's not true because you don't even believe that about yourself. But if you do take it personal, it's probably because somewhere deep down, you have doubt about yourself. You don't think very highly of yourself. And that person is only giving you validation of what you've already been doing to yourself this whole time, which is doubting yourself, sabotaging yourself, not thinking enough of yourself. My purpose is to help you get to that place where you know who you are and you act from the space of who you truly are. It's the only way that you're going to create the dream life that you always wanted. It's the only way that you're going to manifest those goals and dreams that you've plastered on your vision board or put in your vision book journal. Little shameless plug. You're not going to have those things unless you have a positive self-image, and so you can always begin to create one if you don't already have one, and that's what I'm here to help you do. So to learn more about how I can help you, take a look at the description and click the links below. I highly recommend you to visit my website at bcstarkspr.com and sign up for my email list, where I will be soon launching a course helping others to manifest their dreams and become the version of themselves that they always knew they could be. And so I'd love to have you join me. Thank you once again for tuning into my channel. And once again, if you haven't already, comment below, like the video, thumbs up, and subscribe, because that's how we're gonna grow this bad boy. And I look forward to coming back here with you with some more wisdom. Until next time, ciao.